Hi everyone, let's jump right back in. We're gonna head over and talk about the global impact. So let me share this screen with you and minimize myself. And we will finish up these last few slides. So we've been talking about the Renaissance, the art that was created, the literature that was created, how the monarchs in Europe played a role in that. How did this then go beyond Europe? How did it go beyond the end of the 1400s, the 1500s, and the 1600s? What was that larger importance, the global impact of it? Well, there are a few major impacts. One of the biggest ones is through printing. During the 13th century, block printing came to Europe from China. You may remember the Chinese had used block printing in order to print documents. Well, this block printing process was very slow, and so it took a very long time to print things and get things made. So it was often too slow to satisfy what was really this need to have more printed materials. And so around 1440, this man here, a man named Johann Gutenberg, who was a craftsman from Germany, he created a brand new printing press. It helped to change the landscape of Europe. The process made it possible to produce books both quickly and cheaply. So not only could you print lots of books very quickly, very fast to get them into the hands of the people, but they were also cheap, they were inexpensive. So not only the wealthy could have books, but every type of person could have them. You didn't have to be rich in order to read. Gutenberg used this new process to print a complete Bible around the year 1455, and that Bible became known as the Gutenberg Bible. It was the very first full-sized book ever printed with movable type printing. So the Gutenberg Bible has this claim to fame. It is a very important work because it is the first book, full book, that was ever printed using this new printing process. The printing press enabled a printer to produce hundreds of copies of a single work. It was no longer this painstaking, slow process, but something that could be done quickly, easily, and for very little money. This printing and the ability to get things into the hands of the people, to get printed materials into their hands, was a huge part of the success and the spread of Renaissance ideas. There are a few major legacies of the Renaissance. One of them is the belief in the dignity of the individual, of the importance of the individual. That played a key role in the Renaissance and the time after it. It also led to the gradual, the slow rise of democratic ideas that the people could have a say in their rule. Eventually, we will see monarchy, kings and queens begin to lessen their importance in Europe. That is largely due to the Renaissance. The impact of the movable type printing press was huge. Being able to have printed materials changed everything for people. Changes in both the arts and in society were widespread, not just the upper echelons, the richest of the rich society, but also this changed society for the lower classes as well. And that made a huge impact on the world. And finally, Renaissance ideas continued to influence both European and global thought long after the Renaissance had ended. We are going to talk over the upcoming weeks about how these ideas, about how the Renaissance put forward this huge push for other changes, changes in religion, changes in science, and changes in how we as humans moved around the world. We're going to look at that in the age of exploration. When you are done watching this video, please look back at the email that I sent you. You will see the work there labeled for you in your emails individually just to your classes. No one else's work but yours will be in there. CCP work is in its own, honors work is in its own, and so is advanced work. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate. Send me an email, send me a message on Remind. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you guys are all having a great week. And again, let me know if you need anything at all.